Welcome back. We are doing our special Crawdad Days show, and we are out here with. We've got TJ, who came with us, was here last year. This is your second annual here at our studios, and you're going to do a little cooking demonstration. And all the way to your left, if you're watching on the screen, is Tiffany Watkins, and she's the representative of Arvest Bank. And you're in charge of
crawfish sales. The most important part of Crawdad Days, the food, right?
That's right.
And that's, you think, well, that's not a big deal. You just make an order. But, I mean, crawfish is kind of like the stock market, isn't it?
It really is. Like, we're waiting, when's Easter? Is it late this year? You know, how our price is going to be. Luckily, prices are good this year.
We had a storm down there on the Gulf.
Yes.
And it made the prices just go all over the place.
And I was worried this year because of the cold winter, the crawfish season was late, like 2 months late.
Wow.
So that had with prices, but we're good. So we didn't have to raise anything this year.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah.
So and then you also have to worry about how much you buy, right?
Yes, you have to really look at the weather and our music lineup to see how many people are going to be there, and we kind of just judge it from then. I think we're going to order 4,700 pounds of crawfish for this year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You're expecting a pretty good year.
Yes, the weather's looking great through next Friday. This is as far as the weather forecast will go, like mid-70s and sunny. So I think a lot of people will be out.
Okay.
Plus, with the music lineup, most of the day on Friday and Saturday, we should have a fantastic festival.
And you're keeping an eye on the weather.
Yes. I'm like Doppler Dan.
So you're all set. And
we are.
And what's the process? They truck all this stuff up?
They go down to Louisiana about a day before the festival. They bring it up here. So it is from Louisiana, and we have a big trailer.
So it's authentic.
It is. It's from Louisiana, and they cook it on site, as we go, so it's fresh
so
always.
When you order it, the price includes them hauling it up and then cooking it.
And cooking it, yes, which it's not an easy task. And TJ was here just doing a small pot, but I mean, you got to think 4,700 pounds. I think his sack was maybe 2 pounds of what he just cooked today. So.
Okay.
Time that by a million basically, and that's what they have to do for 2 days over a hot cooker.
Right.
Yeah, we appreciate Delta Crawfish coming every
and
year.
then,
Definitely.
And when they come up, you always notice every so often you'll see a crawdad who actually
escapes.
They
it
did.
does, and they make it to the creek sometimes. Sometimes.
Go, little fella.
Yeah. They do. And we always have kids that want to come and see because they're live.
Yeah,
I mean, if
live,
you're not familiar with how you cook crawfish, they're live, and so we always have a lot of little kids come up. And last year we had some that are like baby lobsters. They are huge.
Wow.
And so they usually have really great sized crawfish. Delta Crawfish does a fantastic job with their product, and so we're very thankful they come and do that for us every year. And we have a vast amount of volunteers that make that happen to make sure it's served and scooped and ready to be served. It's a task for sure.
Well, what do you get for is it a $5?
It's $10 for a dinner plate. You get about a pound of crawfish. Of course, the best part to me is the potatoes and corn that's cooked in all that seasoning.
It's all that seasoning mixed
up in it. And then a drink for $10, or you get about 3 pounds in a gallon Ziploc, and that's $20.
That's
and we will have
lot.
guys come, and they will spend $100. And they will eat all of those just sitting there at the festival.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's people really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And if you haven't ever had it before, TJ's going to be on site starting at 3:00 on Friday and then 11 on Saturday, and he'll be at the eating demo tent that's right in front of Crawfish Sales, and he'll teach people every year, and it never fails. And he can kind of attest to this. They'll never try it. They say, I've always wanted to, I just don't know how. And he'll show them, and they'll go buy a 3-pound bag.
That's a really bad job, isn't it?
It's terrible.
Really,
Terrible.
it just really stinks for you that you have to do that.
Some people think it might be fun to sit there and peel crawfish and eat all day and things like that, but it's just a job.
Just a job. Somebody's got to do it, right?
That's right.
Well, let's go through the process. Last year we did this, and it was quite interesting. You've been cooking during the entire show,
right?
To kind of go through the process of what we missed.
Well, I just did a very, very small batch here. Normally, if you're going to do crawfish for large crowds like this, especially the 4,700 pounds, you'll have 1 to 2 150 gallon cookers, water pot cookers. I just had a small pot here and did 3 pounds with some potatoes and corn. I'll bring the water to a boil, put in the seasonings. Here I'm using the seasonings from Delta Crawfish, which is a boil seasoning.
So they have their own
Yes,
seasoning
yes,
recipe.
they do.
That they have obviously perfected.
Right. Oh, it's awesome. And bring that to a boil. Then I'll add some lemons for some flavor, and then put in the potatoes, and then the corn, and then the last thing I put in is the crawfish. When it's ready, I'll pour the water off, put the crawfish, potatoes, and corn in a cooler, and then ready to eat. And in Louisiana, what we like to do is get around a 4x8 sheet of plywood with on sawhorses with a hole in the middle with a trash can underneath it.
Oh yeah.
And we cover it with newspaper like it is here, and we would just pour out the crawfish, and you just stand around that sheet of plywood and eat and throw your holes in the trash can.
Perfect.
Perfect way to do it.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Are we ready to throw some crawfish?
Let's take one more break before we do.
Okay.
Take a little bit break so we can get set up for this, and we're going to be right back in 2 minutes, and we'll show you how to eat some crawdads. Stay with us.